Life feels quite hard, here and there. I don't know numerous individuals who bound up consistently accused of energy about the day ahead. The vast majority of us moan when the alert sounds, and scramble up in light of the fact that we have to. Indeed, even without COVID hanging in general, there are so numerous ways life can challenge us. What's more, it's uncommon to have all your stuff, work, connections, kinships, family, side hustle, whatever, fit as a fiddle simultaneously. You can just put forth a valiant effort, you can just attempt to sift through the famous Timberland, each tree in turn. Winning isn't tied in with crushing the opposition or being first or filling a bureau with prizes, particularly now, in a world that is difficult to sort out. This is what 2020 winning resembles. 1. You have an arrangement for your future, and you're chipping away at it. Perhaps you're stuck in a work you scorn, possibly COVID has limited your alternatives? Furthermore, every so often, that doesn't feel incredible by any means. Be that as it may, you have an image in your mind of what you need your future to be, and the individual you need to be inside it, and you're taking dynamic, everyday ventures towards it. 2. You don't squander energy on amusement that is going no place. See, everybody adores a decent telephone scroll or a Netflix gorge or an evening of totally trivial amusement with companions. No issue there. Yet what amount of your life would you say you are giving over to it? In the event that your long evenings in bars or on the lounge chair with the far off or plunging down web hair openings are beginning to cause you to feel like life's getting past you, observe. Do stuff. Learn things. Make a move. Time passes gradually, at that point at the same time. What's more, it's not returning, regardless of the fact that you are so pleasant to it. 3. You're cheerfully single or completely yourself inside your relationship. You're content with your relationship status, whatever it is. You're not in an impasse relationship just to fight off depression or to stay aware of your companions or in light of the fact that you're excessively terrified not to be. In the event that you are with somebody, you feel extraordinary, as a result of them, but since of the opportunity the relationship offers you to uncover your own image of insane, to be completely what your identity is, and to continue to discover. 4. You put forth an attempt for significant others, and just others. You don't disregard your companions, family. You particularly don't disregard them for individuals you realize that are either not extraordinary for you or who won't be around in a year or two. You're fair to individuals for the most part, as well. And every one of the individuals who cross your way would vouch for that you're not one of those individuals who treats retail and hospo staff like gum under their shoes. 5. You have your addictions, shortcomings leveled out. Drugs, food, cash, shopping, feelings, temperaments, whatever taps your weakness, you have it arranged. Or then again you're chipping away at it, not in an ambiguous way, but rather genuinely. Above all else, you're not permitting these things to meddle with your overall capacity to work, your well-being, work, study, connections, companionships, exercises, interests, your life, your future. 6. You treat yourself well, reliably. It's extraordinary in the event that you like, or even love, yourself. Yet, for some individuals that is an intense ask, because of their experience and beneficial encounters. So loving yourself isn't the objective. It's simpler than that. You should simply to regard yourself just as you can. That implies caring for your body, brain and soul, in the event that you need it all the more obtusely, figuring out how to practice standby, not mishandling yourself with harmful anythings and expressing mean things about your looks, contemplations and activities. Be caring on the planet, sure, yet be caring to yourself first. 7. You have something in your reality that makes you wake up. Not someone else, that is cheating. You have something the entirety of your own that causes you to feel incredible. Perhaps it's an undiscovered piece of yourself you're unobtrusively growing, possibly it's an energetic interest you can hardly wait to return to. Additional focuses if it's something that makes a commitment past your own necessities, to others or the world for the most part. As Howard Thurman said, ask what makes you wake up and go do it. Since what the world requirements is more individuals who have woken up. Here are 1 million ways you can take throughout everyday life. It doesn't make a difference which one you pick. Since it's not the way you pick that has the effect, it's the manner in which you travel it. Carrying on with an existence of boldness isn't tied in with pursuing outrageous games, scaling the world's hardest mountains or slicing through thick and unnerving wilderness. It's tied in with taking what you have and benefiting as much as possible from it. It's tied in with getting to the furthest limit of your existence happily, realizing you got the best and incentive from your ticket. Individuals frequently present at treatment saying they need to manage their nervousness. Reasonable call. Be that as it may, regularly, a superior methodology is to help them tap the fortitude to do whatever they're anxious about doing, to settle on bolder decisions. Valid, life doesn't make it simple. There are numerous reasons why we don't wind up accomplishing our fantasies, life's exciting bends in the road, outer powers, conditions, the individuals, and interruptions we meet en route. That is okay, a significant number of those are outside our ability to control. Also, the fantasies we once had may not be fit to the individual we become. Whatever way you take, the work is to support your inward assets, your methodology, demeanor and fortitude, and have them help you play the greatest game you have in you. On the off chance that you need to live with fortitude, here are the means to take. 1. Play in the enormous field. We as a whole have fears and stresses. You can decide to act regardless of them, or you can turn into a detainee to them, closing down your life to keep them under control. The difficulty is, avoiding dread doesn't make it disappear. It transforms it into a lion. At the point when you intentionally decide to play in the huge field, you set yourself up for a more extensive life. It implies each time you face a test or test, you definitely realize you will play enormous. It's simply a question of choosing how. 2. Try not to deny your apprehensions, eyeball them. Get explicit with your apprehensions, know precisely what they are. Leaving a hopeless relationship, or finding your voice inside it, asking the supervisor for a raise, asking somebody out on the town, making a wedding discourse, leaving a protected 9-to-5 gig, beginning another business or task. At the point when you fall down away from your feelings of dread, or live willfully ignorant of them, they'll become greater in your psyche. So recognize them. Let's assume them so anyone can hear. Record them. In recognizing your feelings of dread, and facing them, you'll alleviate them. What's more, you'll know definitely what you need to work. 3. Stroll forward on precarious feet. Boldness isn't tied in with stepping through life, overflowing with certainty, knowing precisely where you're going. It's not tied in with banishing dread from your psyche, your heart and your language. It's regularly about venturing forward on insecure feet, about not realizing where you're going and not being certain about the result, however understanding that exclusively by relinquishing assurance would you be able to come completely alive. 4. Try not to go low, or make up when you do. We as a whole have some low minutes, we do things we're not pleased with. We as a whole have times when we'd prefer to travel back in time on our conduct. In any case, don't deliberately go low, don't attempt to cut others down, don't affront others, don't play blow for blow when they condemn you. Do whatever it takes not to do things you realize you will lament, particularly in the event that they include harming others. At the point when you do, offer reparations for them or apologize, as fast as possible. Regardless of what comes at you, attempt to walk the more respectable option. 5. Be a flawed hero to someone. I've worked with many people who've shied away from the idea of being role models. I get it, it's a hefty responsibility and we're all scared of bearing our flaws to the world or the trolls. But we're all role models, too. Particularly if you're a parent, teacher, coach or work with young people. They're watching, even if they pretend they're not. Strive to be the kind of person you'd want to watch, and copy. You don't have to be perfect, but think about what you're modeling and try to offer the best you've got, not the worst. 6. Be a hero to yourself. Living with courage means to speak up when you know something is wrong. It means making a stand for yourself and what you believe in. At the end of the day, there's only one person who'll cast judgment on who you were and how you lived. That's the person who matters, the only person you can't afford to disappoint. You know who that is, don't you? Finally. Life is an unpredictable beast. There are many reasons we don't do in life what we set out to do or become who we thought we would. That's okay. As long as we play the big game, as long as it's not fear that holds us back. Thanks for watching.